This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2005 Ford F250 King Ranch. It's a crew cab, short bed, four-wheel drive, 6.0 turbo diesel. Has 129,000 miles. It's on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. Please watch our little 3-minute video. It describes how you get a salvage title when there's no damage. Basically, they stole the wheels and tires and stole the shocks. It still has the lift kit minus the original shocks. We had to buy new shocks for it and new wheels and tires. We had some decent tread tires sitting around, but we had to buy the wheels were brand new. We also did an oil change on it. There was a sticker that said it was going to expire at 130,000 miles, so we beat it to 130 and did it ourselves. Anyway, it's sitting on 35-inch tires. They're 35, 12.5, 18s. Those are all brand new Pro Comp shocks. Because it's lifted, like all lifted Fords, it is a little floaty when you drive it. You got to get used to that in Fords. The only way to really do anything about that is to take the lifts off and the big tires off and get a new steering box. Steering boxes are about $300. They're not that hard to install. I don't recommend it because it doesn't make a difference that much. There's a little touch-up spot right there. This came from San Diego. It was a USAA insurance vehicle, which means it was military. A couple dings in this front bumper there. It's not really that big a deal, but I've got to point everything out. Anyway, military people take really good care of their vehicles, obviously. And aside from a touched-up scrape on the driver's bedside, this thing is pretty outstanding for the miles in the year. On the driver's side, the only thing I could really find, it's got a little bit of clear coat coming off the top of that molding, and I saw a little bit of touch-up paint. I saw a spot touch-up paint right there. That's it for the. There's that scratch on the hood that was touched up, and there's that on this side. Shocks on the rear. It's a 6-inch lift. Really pretty truck. Everything works. We put these things through about a 2-hour inspection where we put them on lifts and check it all out, make sure everything's up to snuff. And this one blew through it in no time. It was very easy to determine this truck was fine. Could use a little touch-up paint right there. Anyway, this is the biggest problem with the truck, in my opinion. It's got too close to something, a bush or something, and he touched it up right there, and right there, and on here. I don't really think that matters, but it's my job to point that stuff out. I would say the tires are probably 30%, 40% tread, something like that. And I would imagine newer tires, especially on the front, would probably improve the ride and the floatiness factor a little bit. 129,000. Let's see. $129,161 miles. I'm going to open the hood. We're going to be looking for Ford stamps on both fenders and on both sides of the core support. That'll indicate that parts have been replaced and there's not been any crash damage. There's one there. New battery on this side. There's one there. That's the Ford stamp. There's one there. And it has 2 new batteries. Wow, it's hot. Alright, there's your driver rear door window. The best part of this car, really, I mean, it's good looking outside, but the inside, the seats are in great shape. He took really good care, or she. I guess a she could own it, right? Why not? Took really good care of it. we bet this thing probably came from Coronado Island, which is right in the south of San Diego. It's where the Navy SEALs train. This one took big money to get, and conditions then, even after it was stolen and recovered, was pretty outstanding. Wow, this is a nice truck. Alright, here's your heated seat on and off. Forward, back, whole seat down, whole seat up. Let's see. Rear seat tilt down and tilt up. That works. Front seat tilts up. Actually, I tilt it down first. And then up. That works fine. So all the controls work. These seats are in great shape for a King Ranch seat. All I have to do is condition these. Even the armrest on this side. The armrest on that side has been leaned on a lot, so it's typical. You do have a manual. This is some track. Alright, there's your driver window, passenger front window, passenger rear window, driver rear window. Let's try the mirrors. That's out, in, up, down. Other side, out, in, up, down. Alright. Door locks. There we go. Let's make sure there's the heated seat on and off. Forward, back, down, up, rear tilt down, rear tilt up, front tilt up, front tilt down. That all works fine. Got a little bit of wear in that mat there. Nothing going on there. We do have pedals controls. Those are down. Those are up. This seat's in great shape. This guy definitely took care of the seats. Or gal. Alright. And it's nice to get some air conditioning. Which, by the way, works great. Alright. Now, moonroof. Let's see. Pull this back. There's your moonroof back. And it's quick too, that's a good sign. Their motors tend to get tired, and this one's moving really fast, so he didn't use it very often. There's some rain a little bit in San Diego. Let's see. That's not unusual. Rear slider doesn't work. That's very common. That we don't fix. That's annoying. I would say half of our trucks have that problem. It's not the switch, it's either the window motor or the regulator. If you want us to fix it, if it's the motor, it's $300 to $500. If it's the regulator, it's $300. I would not do it. I wouldn't bother with it because they break. There's some things that certain vehicles do, and that's one of the things that Ford trucks do. Okay, let's try the steering controls. It's the steering control. There's your temperature. I'm doing that from the steering. Let's try it here, make sure it works manually. And it does. The air's blowing ice cold too, which is very nice. There's all your trailer stuff. Let's see, let's run through a systems check. Let's see. There we go. There you go. Alright, then we've got tow. This is what I'm hitting there. On and off. Alright, let's see what else we got going here. Let's first of all, let's turn off the tow haul. Test the four-wheel drive for you. Alright, we put it in neutral. put it in low. Now we're in 4 low. We'll put it in reverse because I don't want to hit the tree in front of me. That's reverse. And now we'll put it in drive. We're in 4 low. That's definitely 4 low. Put it in neutral. Change it to 4 high. Now we're in 4 high. Then we gotta go drive. Then we gotta go reverse. Actually, I'm gonna go drive one more time so you can see it work. Oh, there you go. Alright, let's see, what else? Back to 2-wheel drive. Now we're in drive. I think that that's it. The only thing I can't do is the backup sensors because I don't have anything to back up into unless I find something, right? So let's find something. Oh, what can I back into and check the sensors here? Aha, I see a truck. That would be parking sensors working. So we have a rear slider that doesn't work, and that's about it. Like I said, $500 if it's the motor and you want us to fix it. The part's about $300. It's a huge hassle. You got to take the seat out. You got to take it's a huge hassle. So we charge $200 to do that, and it probably should be more than that. You should see what they charge in Home Settle Ford for that, like 3 or 4 times that. But if you want it, we'll do it. If not, that'd be fantastic. All right, money stuff. If you come to Tucson to drive it home, you have to have plates and insurance. You can't get those on a salvage title, which it's on now. In order to get a restored salvage title, we have to take it to the cops, gun-carrying, badge-wearing cops. They do a level 3 inspection. We take that inspection and the title, and we get what's called the restored salvage title. Then you can get plates and insurance. So obviously, if you're coming here, you need that. Or you can't drive it. So that's mandatory. That's $200. We charge $200 to do that. $50 goes to the state. $150 goes to us to cover the potential of us sitting there all day with it, babysitting it. They require us to stay with it. Sometimes it's 15 minutes, sometimes it's all day, depending on what kind of police action they have that day. Let's see. So there's a $200 to restore the title. There's a $250 dock fee. And there's taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 3% and you come to Tucson, you're going to pay a total of 5% tax. That's your 3 plus our 2. And then you're going to pay $250 dock fee, and you're going to pay $200 to restore the title. But this truck runs good. Really smooth shifting. Little floaty, pretty common, but other than that, it's great. So you're going to pay the 5% tax, you're going to pay $250 dock fee, and you're going to pay $200 to restore the title. If your state tax rate is 7% and you come here, you're going to pay 9% tax, $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're obligated to pay is the agreed upon price and nothing else. I still strongly suggest you add a $200 to have us restore the title so that it's done and you don't have to worry about it. If you decline that, please make sure you can do it in your state with the Arizona salvage title. You'll get the bill of sale in the truck because that's all we will provide you with. Okay. Lastly, deposit. Please get your deposit. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until we have a deposit, it's for sale. Once we get a deposit, we'll put your name and a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com. The last thing I say, and I'm almost out of time, is this is not a new car. If you want a new car, if you want zero risk, this is not what you should buy. There's risk in buying used anything, so a toaster or a truck. So please, please, please know what you want. Know that you're saving a bunch of money and you may have to spend some of the money you saved on repairs next week or 5 years from now. We don't know. We did not build this truck. We know what we have today. We don't know what we'll have tomorrow. Okay? Thank you for your time.